Hey you go peeps, welcome back to Snail TV. So we left off on doing the Gilmore drive. So I had a look at a couple of bits and it's pretty easy to do what I need to do. So if I had a lathe, if I got a lathe, then I would get it 100%, but I reckon I'd be able to get it 99.9, so it should be alright. So what I've come up with was, turn it around to you here. So I've literally just bolted that pulley, the one that was on the supercharger, onto the Gilmore drive that I'm going to run. And as you can see, I've just lined up two holes, drilled two holes, bolted them up pretty tight. That's centered, 100% center. And now I've just hole sorted out in the center. That's what that was in the center there. And now I'm just going to quickly clean it up with die grinder. I'm pretty good with die grinder, so I can get it pretty straight there. And that there should slip over the supercharger really nice. And then I've got the hole pattern that I can actually bolt onto the supercharger. So it's easy as that, you know, so it's not massive friction there. It's just they're only M5 bolts. The supercharger not under a massive load. It's just getting driven by a belt, that's all. So I'm just going to quickly clean this up now, peeps, and we're going to go from there. I filmed obviously a couple of little like updates and stuff, but actually with the work itself I hadn't. Gilmore drive. Alright. And alright, we are also doing Gilmore on alternator. I actually never even it come with it. I actually wasn't gonna do the Gilmore on the alternator, but what I realized was I kind of need a guide. Yeah, that's the bad boy. This is one of my the old crank off of that K20. All right, so as it goes on nicely like that. All right. Trying to hold it straight for you guys, you can see it. Oh, I can't really hold it straight, but it's good. All right, so we've done it with a dial indicator. It's great. I love it. All right, so I'm happy as. What I need to get now is, let's take out the front ice box. Let's get turbos on. Let's get, we need to get everything pretty much done now, and we need to actually measure up a pulley. Alright peeps, well, turbos are on for the last time. Alright, so this will be started up like this, which is good. So I don't normally, but I did put a bit of gasket glue in there just in case. They are just a little bit smidge, because it is hard piped, they're just a bit hard to get in there. It's just I don't have, the only other thing to do later on is to try to fit a V-band clamp somewhere, maybe here or something, just so then I can get it to, you know, make it fit a little bit better. It fits real good now, real tight. But yeah, it's just there's no give, that's all. So that's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I just put a little bit of gasket glue there just to make sure that it's gonna bind up. And yeah, all bolts, M10s with the Noid washers are as tight as possible. So yeah, everything's good. Only thing I'm making sure is the turbo spin freely, obviously, because the actual cover is on perfect. All bolts are tight. So there we have it, peeps. So that's it. We got the screw lid. So just from eBay, I think it is, 30 bucks. I love them. They're so awesome, so cheap. And yeah, I know it's an Aeroflow one or anything like that, but I've used them on all my cars and they're so good. Just the O-ring on the inside there, guys, plenty of meat. They're thick as, and also, yeah, so we've got to get that mounted. Now, I've got a problem with this. I didn't actually count for how big this hole is going to be, because we are not doing it out of there anymore. We are doing it from just from the tank itself. The only thing with doing it from the tank is I'm going to actually lose some from the side. I'll just explain it now. If I put, so exactly the filler goes there, and if I cut all the way out, like down there, then that only makes it that much tank. Alright, so I lose that much there. That's going to lose, you know, 6, 7 litres. Which, you know, anything, because this thing's going to be on meth or E85, whatever I decide to put it on, I'm going to lose lots of fuel capacity there. So what I'm thinking of is, if I know it's a big neck, but actually only cut the hole out half. So that's what sort of I'm actually going to probably even cut it smaller. So it's going to be about that there. But the actual, when you take the cap off, that much metal is actually, that much alloy is still going to be there. So you put the nozzle through that top piece. So then that actually only means I'm actually only going to lose, you know, that much. You know, that's going to be that half of that capacity, which I'm pretty okay with. It's, yeah, it's big enough for the engine and where I actually want to take this thing, which is good. So the Royal Racing is in Talent Bend, and I pretty much just need to take a couple of jerry cans with me for the night, and that tank there, that's pretty big, like from what I've gone through in the past. So I think that should be fine. So we can get that out. Let's cut that out as well, and then we get this welded on. Then we had to probably actually have a filler. We can get that painted. That there's now 100% done. As I said, we've done the fittings last time, the dash 8s. I don't have the elbows, but yeah, we're gonna get them done. And it's bolted in now. You've seen them last time. It's solid, it works, we've got a fuel tank. So as soon as that's done now, get that painted, then we get some fuel pumps, get them run, get some lines run to the front, and so on and so on. We can get some more stuff happening. So yeah, really excited about that, peeps. So yeah, let's get this tank done. Alright peeps, I just had to quickly weld up a bung for the return. I totally forgot about that. So dash 8 on the return as well. Sticky taped everything, primed everything, well, scotch brite it, wax and greased, then primed it. Let's get it painted. We are setting up all the Gilmer drive. Now, I had a couple of ways to do this. I really wanted to do the alternator over that side because it had a lot more room. That's how I intended to do it. But because I never intended to run the alternator off of the Gilmer drive, I was going to run just a belt. I'm not running any belt, any auxiliary belt on here. I'm just running Gilmer drive and that's it. So to have this work, I can't have that over there because it actually will not, because the Gilmer drive will go like that and then just run on the little bit on there and then that's it. So I only pretty much run about 4 teeth on the Gilmer drive, which isn't enough on a crank. Alright, that's loose start guys, so like that. Now to get apart this, we need to have it all a lot running on the crank and then and like half on the auxiliaries. So the only thing I was thinking of, having the alternator here, which it doesn't fit obviously, I'm just going to have to quickly scalp out of this engine plate here that I've got going, and then bring it forward and have it bolted through the plate. Then the belt will go like that, around there, and then back up here, and then straight down, and then straight on here. And yeah, that's the only way I can sort of think of it. And then I can actually run, if I need to, I can run a tensioner on here as well, depending on what size belt we get. So yeah, that was our problem that we've got. We can get over that pretty easy, no worries at all. So I reckon if we get that done, cut that out, bring the alternator forwards, then it's pretty much only one belt on one side, which I'm actually pretty actually happy about that. And yeah, we'll make that work. Alright peeps, I've come up with something. I'm pretty happy about this. So yeah, got the alternator on and everything else. I just need to get a belt this week, hopefully. We can get something exactly the size, I'm hoping. That's what we've got. Don't worry about the sticky tape belt, but it's only half of it. So what we're thinking is everything else is all good. So crank one's on, alternator obviously, and supercharger, and that there is the position. As you can see, it's picking up on all of them. I can twist the supercharger and the crank will spin, so everything works. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully try to use the alternator as the little bit of a tension. I don't want too much tension on the supercharger. You don't need to get too much tension on these Gilmer drives, only just enough. But only if I can get enough on it, because it's just grabbing. We're on about 2 teeth on the alternator. But what I'm going to do is put a tensioner and then we can adjust. And you can see what just happened to the belt. Alright. The tension's, obviously it's stretching the tape and it's not 100% yet. And yeah, I'll just do it from that bottom bolt and that could be my tension. And then if not, we can put a tensioner up top. That's no worries. Alright, but the less things we have to run, the better. I don't want to put too many other things on here. I think it looked really, really nice right as is. And yeah, but everything else come alright. So yeah, we just had to notch out the plate. Don't worry about the plate, guys. That there is fine. I'll be more worried if it was only like 30 mil, you know, that's about 80 mil there. and yeah, I've seen a lot less, so that's fine, guys. And yeah, I'm really happy with everything, how it's all turned out. I'll put you on a side note, everything, obviously I can't turn it, so I can't get it straight, so it's going to be probably that way a little bit more like that, and that's what I was sort of predicting. And the crank's probably just going to come out just a tad, which I was predicting anyway, guys. And I didn't want to get the crank one out anymore. That's just a little bit further out than the crank, which I'm no biggie there. But I just really have to wait till we get a belt, so then we can actually turn it and we'll start it on the crank starter, and then actually see how it's going to look going around. That's all. So really happy, guys. All right, guys, tank's all in. Yeah, thought I would just update a couple of things as well before we head off. And also, we got stickers. So yeah, starting to get some bit of merch stuff here and there. We're just not 100% sure on logo design. It's going to be very, very similar anyway. So if you guys want obviously the OG of Snail TV stickers, let me know. And we can work something out. All my Facebook mates, if you guys want to let me know, give me a message. I can hook you up with a sticker or so, just put it on your car. Yeah, so I've got a fair few here, and I can yeah, we can sort something out of getting them out. That's all. Yeah, but that's about it. So yeah, I'm loving the tanks all in. Really excited. Haven't got it bolted yet. Need to get some lines. Need to get some fuel pumps, and also the dual fuel pump holders as well, because I've got 2 pumps. So yeah, I'll get that sorted as well this weekend. All right, peeps. Yeah, I'll finish it up. I've got a couple other things as well happening. So I've got the PC build happening this week as well. So as I said, I really need to get the PC for me. I need to have that. So knock me out some ideas about what do you guys want me to see about that. As I said, I do want to try to use the block a bit later, but yeah, that's another story. That's fine. But yeah, on that note, guys, obviously, thanks very much, guys, for liking and subscribing. I hope you're liking the content. Let me know what else stuff you want to see. Yeah, we'll be taking a few things out soon, and a couple of little surprises there. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. See you, peeps.